How's it going, guys? Coffee here. Today I want to showcase the update for the Iris build here. We're sitting at about 5.76 mil or so DPS, basically with the adjustments we've made. That's for bossing mode. Pretty much the biggest changes from the last time around is I have upgraded all of my memories here to purple. They are running all reaping cooldown recovery speed with some other stuff. I didn't actually get it on this, but I can try to roll it here. I either want affliction or reaping cooldown recovery speed. I think this is costing me maybe like 1 FE a click or something. It's not super expensive, but there we go. I'll keep all of that from there for now. Not super expensive, but the other big changes we've made is that we have Dreamcrafted our wands. I don't think this was in the last video either. And we've upgraded to Valerie's Night Stroll, which meant that we are now running Stealth Stab, but that does mean you do want to ensure that you have a constant source of blur, which means for bossing, you need a one of these here, gain blur per 5 stacks of wilt inflicted, ensuring you are inflicting wilt. And then you need to make sure that you have a blur on defeat as well. Refreshing blur with Valerie's steps will cause it to trigger its own effect. So you can do that. And then we do still have, again, make sure you need one of all blessings, because you do need all of your blessings. And then, yeah. Some people were talking about the pets, asking how important the pets are. I was doing a test with something earlier, basically with no level 6 pet here. And literally, if you just swap this, if you just have like another affliction pet here, you can just run that. If I was not reserving any life for Firewing, she's probably very good as well. But I am. So like I can swap this one though, the level 6 pet, for this guy. If I leave this here on the same bossing kind of setup here. The damage I was getting was even higher with this than with the level 6 pet last time I tested it. Then we tested it going all the way down to just purple pets here. Yeah, you can see it's getting a little bit higher again on this. It's pretty much a wash. It really doesn't change things too much either way. But yeah, we swapped to just like 3 purple affliction pets, and it dropped the damage to like 3.5 billion or so. So yeah, it's a little bit higher if you have legendaries, but given they've been giving us free legendary chests for certain things, and you can always basically pull towards battle pack spirits a bit cheaper than other things. Yeah, don't feel obligated to pull for this. It's literally a wash compared to other things. Like whatever you have, I was kind of swapping all these around and they all seem to be fairly comparable. So as long as you have 3 that basically match and work for you, you can kind of get away with just running that. So don't freak out about it too much. Don't feel the need to get that pet or anything. There's alternatives out there. Again, if you've just been playing over all the leagues, you're going to be able to find an alternative. Some additional things we have been running and trying. That's also kind of appears to be a wash on damages here is instead of corrosion imbue, I was running here with this erosion magus plague source here to get this 7.5% additional erosion damage. I'm thinking that this might actually be able to be better if I actually play this with the if I swap this again with erosion magus here, and then we swap this out here from an imbue buff back to Friend of Spirit Magi, turn off the Reaping Agony, and try running this with Superpower instead. We can see if this is slightly more damage. Oh no, I'm over on the thing for it. I can't do that. It's too much. Oh, never mind. I can't do that. I'll just run the Reaping Agony instead. It's fine. So with this instead, when I tested this before, again, the damage was fairly close to the other one, so I'm not sure which is better. I mean, I guess this one should probably be better, just because it's going to give me a slight defensive buff as well. So you're probably better off running this over corrosion imbue, but you can see the damage is roughly the same. This support, I don't know if it's cheap still. Like when I bought it, it was only like 30 FE. But let's go take a look here under skills, magnificent support. It's at the very end here. Right here, 30 FE. You can probably get a better roll now, like for a decent amount of money. So, I don't know. Let's see, 9%. That one might be a little bit more expensive, but yeah, you can go buy one of these. They're pretty cheap. So eventually you can get to the point where you have enough source of. You can get to where you have enough source of Magus effect that you can kind of scale this to become a nice little multiplier. But yeah, just basically don't go crazy with stuff. You have this, or you can just again run corrosion imbue. Don't spend any money. It appears to be the same amount just because you're getting like that extra source of stuff. So that extra wilt chance and stuff, which is also helpful. By changing to Valerie's Night Stroll, I did lose more with less for the support. So you do end up wanting to swap this out to a new candle here with minus +1 curse. I also got it with elemental resist because I wanted to make sure that I was not dying. So what it meant is that I swapped the last point here from verbal abuse over to more with less. So yeah, we'll basically we can test it that way and kind of see how it goes. So for the next upgrades that are planned, it's pretty much once you're comfortably farming T8, which is I am right here with about 6 billion. My recommendation is to start saving up towards a priceless weapon base and start getting a priceless weapon. Getting your weapon with its like reaping cooldown recovery and affliction and everything like that should be kind of big. I don't think if you have like T2 mod stuff, I think that should honestly hold up long enough that it should be fine. I mean, I can push this to T2 or whatever now. I probably should. I just hadn't bothered to do it because I was sitting on so much stuff. But getting your T2 mods is like fine. It's not really a big deal. It's so much cheaper to get your T2 mods versus your T3s. So I would suggest just running with that and doing that until you're comfortably farming your T8s. Oh yeah, the other adjustment that I did make is I did move to a double int false god skin here. It's like 50 FE, not very expensive again. I think with 10% all stats, it goes up a tiny bit, but without it, really cheap. A single int one is like only 5 FE, and that seems still to be like better than most other necklaces right now around. So go ahead and just get yourself one of those. We'll give you a nice little boost of int, which should help your damage as well. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. And other than that, see you in the next one.